This is Alan with Alan's Firearms, and welcome back to another installment of Gunneria. Today we're going to talk about the Beretta 84, or the CHEETA, better known as. This is it. It may look familiar to you, may look like a 92 Beretta, and that's because it is a miniature version, you might say. Very, very similar. Almost every button is alike. So what we're going to do today is tell you a little bit about the features on this gun, compare it to the 92, then we're going to go to field strip this gun, clean it, and reassemble it. So let's go over to the workbench and see how this gun comes apart. Hello, and here we are at the workbench. And this is the Beretta. So we're going to open this up. That's how it comes packaged. They would normally, if this was a new one, have a second mag. And in this case, they have a well for a thin mag and a double stack, single stack and double stack. So there'd be a second mag there. And we're going to check this firearm for safety. So there's the 84. Let's move the box out of the way, and I'm going to show you this is the 92 FS. So you can see you got the mama and the baby. Or if you're a feminist, have a problem with that, you got the papa and the baby. Okay. Now that we got past that, let's take a look at the smaller puppy. Now there is a video on the 92 FS, and a lot of this is really repetitious, but we're going to do it anyway because a lot of people want to see, even if it's the slightest difference, they want to see it. So here we go again. I'm going to remove the magazine. I am going to check to make sure it's empty again because I put the magazine back in. I am going to now take this firearm apart. If you notice right here, just like the 92 FS, there is a little throw bar and a pin that sticks out. If you turn it on the other side, you'll see the pin sticks out on this side too. So what we're going to do is we're going to push that in. You can see it come up on the other side there. I'm going to push that in, make it a little easier to see. So here's the little pin right there. So when you push it from the other side, that pops up. Now all you got to do is push that around, and it comes right apart, just like the 92. I don't know how much simpler you can get than that. Remove the spring and the barrel. This has a slightly different barrel system over here than the 92. The 92 is a little more complicated. That's what makes this nice. It has one less part, moving part, right in this area that you have to mess with. Okay, so in order to clean this, it's very simple. This firearm, for all intents and purposes, is spotless. Brand new. Actually, it's not brand new, it's used. But this gun is spotless. The only thing that's on here is a little lubricating oil. So I'm just going to go through the motions of what I would do to clean this firearm. I would be spraying or putting a little cleaning solvent directly on here and directly on there. I'd be wiping it down with one of these cloths. I'm going to make sure I get inside the rails. That is the little tracks on each side on the metal. You want to make sure they're good and clean because you got metal to metal riding on each other there, and you want a good clean surface and well lubricated. Now this has an internal ramp on there. I'm going to make sure that ramp is clean and shiny. Clean all of the metal parts on the inside. Okay, and very important, we're going to put a touch of lubricant right here and there. There, 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 and there. Just a touch. And let it spread out. Barrel, you're going to clean the outside really well. Make sure that these grooves on here are clean and lubricated. This ramp, it's a secondary part of the ramp. Make sure the inner area of the barrel and ramp are spotless and shiny and smooth. Take a cleaning cloth with cleaner and put it through the barrel. I personally do not like wire brushes. I like bristle brushes, but if you are going to use a wire brush, remember, all the way through, and then I prefer to take the brush off and put it through again. Never put a brush in and pull it back out. Always one direction. Clean the spring. And the spring rod. Now we're ready to put this firearm back together again, and then I'm going to go over some of the finer points of the firearm. Okay, how do we do that? Barrel drops in. Slide it. If you have to lift it up a little bit from underneath, you do it. You slide it to the rear. The flat goes to the back of the barrel. Push the front through. There you go. That's where the front would come through, right in that little hole. Align goes with the rails on the slide. We're going to pull that back, push the button in, let that flip forward. Be careful. You can get caught on that, like I just did, and you're ready to go. Now, features. If you look at the sights, you have dot over dot. Some people like that, some people don't. I don't particularly like it, but a lot of people will say, okay, I can do that. This is a dovetail rear sight, so you can bring it to your local gunsmith. He could pop that out, probably pop in a combat sight or a two-dot sight on the back. It has an ambidextrous safety, which is also your decocker, because this is a double action gun. You can take the safety off from either side. Now the safety is off, I pull the trigger, nothing happens. You need to have the magazine in there, so that's the magazine safety. Now it goes into double action mode. After the first shot of double action, it's single action. This particular one comes with plastic wood faux grips with the Beretta medallion in it, and it's made in Italy. This is an excellent firearm for those of you who like the classic Beretta style looks. That's the Beretta 85 CHEETA. Hope you enjoyed it. Come again. Bye.